Welcome to another episode of the Fresh Sports Sports Show. I'm Jabari Harris. I'm your host and the proprietor. And on this episode of Fresh Sports Sports Show, as you can see, live in studio, I got a very, very special guest. I got Jordan Patton coming on to the show to talk about some things. If you can introduce yourself, for further to my audience real quick.
I'm Jordan Patton, and I play soccer for York Tech.
And sophomore?
Yes, I'm a sophomore.
Okay. And also you in cosmetology, correct?
Yes, I'm in cosmetology.
Okay. Now, before we get into all that, my stats that I was trying to look on, you gotta forgive me. I don't want to talk bad about none of the high school online stats because I was looking. I could not find the stats, but I do know that you was the leading goal scorer on your team.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find more deep stats. If you had some accolades that you want to let the audience know about that you accumulated for playing soccer or any achievements.
I was decided to be captain this year,
Mm-hmm.
and last year I was on the team too, and I definitely saw a lot of improvement while I was on the team.
Yeah.
And I had heard from other captains on the team that I was definitely a good addition, and I think that this year I definitely helped people grow and learn from each other, since we all are from different schools and haven't played with each other ever.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Y'all are from different districts and pretty much took on a good leadership role. So that pretty much sums up what I was going to ask you about your individual game. I pretty much answered how you feel about your individual game. How do you feel about y'all as a whole? How y'all did as a whole for the season as a team?
Well, since we haven't really played as a whole team together before, this year was definitely different.
Okay.
And
yeah.
it was a little difficult to begin with because we're definitely learning each other's skills, techniques, and it's just kind of the part of blending it all together, making sure that it's a team and that we can have that unity.
And well, would you say that part and parcel is becoming a team and being a better unit is the off the field camaraderie and the relationships that y'all build off the field of play, and it carries on to the field of play?
Yeah, we definitely have to make sure that we're confident in each other's skills and techniques, like I said, and that we have that friendship, so that when we get on the field that we trust each other.
Exactly. The friendship, you trust each other, believe in each other, so all that will go hand in hand. And obviously that's playing for each other. I want to ask you, we could just go back into your personal history. What's your sports upbringing, your sports background per se?
I have been playing since I was about 4 years old.
Okay.
And
wow.
Yeah, I'm now 16, so it's been a couple of years. I've played on many teams. I've played Penn Legacy, Dallastown, Central, so many teams.
Yeah. So you definitely versed in just the different experiences and playing with like you said, different people from different districts, and you just spreading your game.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to say something real quick because we did talk off camera now, and I had to think about this for a second. Kobe Bryant's my favorite basketball player. That's my guy. Now, I'm a big basketball player. I'm a big basketball guy. Did you know Kobe Bryant, his first love was actually soccer? He grew up in Italy. Obviously, he was born and raised. I don't want to, tell you the whole thing, but he was born and raised in Philadelphia. He was born in Philadelphia and stuff like that. But his dad, NBA player, and then was in the NBA for a little bit. Went to the Italy league because he got out of the NBA. He played for Italy, so obviously he's raised up in Italy from, I would believe it was his middle school and a lot of his, probably some of his high school years, but definitely his middle school years. And so he fall in love with soccer more so than basketball. Obviously he loved basketball too, but he he knows how to play soccer too.
That's really cool. I did not know that.
That's crazy. But he's definitely a big fan of soccer, and he knows how to kick the ball around and do his thing. But he kept getting taller, and his skill set kept getting better with basketball. So his father said, "We got to get my son back into it." So sorry to go off track with that for a second, but also I wanted to know, who do you look up to, or model? Not saying you model their game after, but you just model parts of their game.
So I try to model I don't model anyone specifically,
Yeah.
but I do try to like model off of Alex Morgan or
Mhm.
Carly Lloyd, some of the bigger players. Like they know what they're doing, so you wanna.
You can just pay attention to the details that they do and incorporate into your game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, do you have somebody that inspire you to play? Period.
Like anyone?
Yeah, just in life. It could be family or whoever. Who inspired you to play the game?
My dad, definitely.
Okay.
Ever since I was like 4, my dad wanted me to play, and to be honest, I did not want to do soccer when I started. So he definitely was like, "Listen, you're not going to be playing this your whole life. You're going to just be playing for right now, and if you like it, you like it."
Yeah. So you see how you do, and then obviously you start liking it, and then obviously you wanted to start doing better, and then obviously you wanted to work hard at it so you could be on top of your game.
Yeah, it's definitely my life now, and I don't regret him pushing me into that.
Okay. Well, that's good. Also, I wanted to mention, how do you feel? I want to bring it back to current right now. How do you feel about the next season? What y'all going to do for the next season? Do you feel y'all going to rally from the bumps and bruises and the lessons learned from this previous season and then take it into y'all next season?
I definitely think that this next season will be more successful, since this year we did lose a couple seniors last year that were like really critical to our team.
Okay.
So this year we got like brand new freshmen, and we all kind of just had to step up our game a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that having a year under our belt will definitely help us like improve, because we at least know each other now, and we can be more welcoming to the new people.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. A year under the belt with experience, so that's gonna go a long way. And then just simply playing together, and then hopefully y'all can put some more. I'm not sure of the schedules, but I always, not always, but as much as I could. I know people's in different districts, but I'm saying a personal thing for me, as much as I could. Gotta be understanding people in different districts, but rally the troops, gather people in the summertime as much as you can. To work on the game and to play with each other, just to continue to play with each other in the off season, so it could be.
Can have that building too.
And just that camaraderie that is never left, or something that y'all gotta get back to. It's like it's never left. It's always been there. Y'all constantly moving and grooving, because that's why, especially with basketball, a lot of kids and teammates play AAU teams together and stuff like that, just so they could just constantly be playing together and just knowing how to feel each other's movements out there. Don't gotta think. When you get so advanced with the game, and I'm pretty sure you understand. You feel things. You're not thinking.
You see things without seeing them.
It's crazy how that works, but that's definitely the truth of it.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit about the life of being a student athlete, if you will?
So being a student athlete is definitely a commitment. It can sometimes be, it usually is every day. After school we would have soccer. So it'd be having soccer, then I'd go home, and I live at Central, so it's kind of like a commute there.
Yeah.
And then you have to do homework, you can have projects, and since I go to tech, I have a lot of extra things on my plate.
So that's what they do out there.
And then I had club too. So on the weekends I'd have soccer. So every day is with soccer.
Yeah, there's time management and everything. Obviously, a lot of socializing get cut out, and you're a great student athlete. So you're hitting the books. Obviously, the appropriate amount of time. You're hitting the your workout regimen at the appropriate amount of time, so you can be on top of your game and things of that nature. And then obviously you got your club, and what else? Obviously whatever personal life that you want to have after you take care of all the other business. So it's a lot. Now, can we just, you don't have to describe nothing, but just tell how you navigate the negative stuff of being in the high school?
So going back to sort of how my dad's my inspiration, he will sometimes make me mad before games because he knows it fuels me.
Okay,
He knows that that definitely makes me work harder. I thrive on that because I want people to like be like, oh, okay, crap, I should not have said that.
You should have left you alone instead of poking the beast, poking the bear, whatever they were saying.
Yeah, I'm not so tall, so like people definitely look at me and they're like, oh, she's gonna be easy, and I'm like, no. Yeah, they don't understand. I've been playing for a while. I know some things and I've seen some things for sure.
And like the physical attributes, that's only one part of the game. The mental is critical.
Yeah.
I know, obviously in basketball and other sports, but obviously in soccer, you will know as well. People's athletic abilities are matching up with their skill set.
Yeah.
Or people's skill set is superior than their athletic gifts.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be about skill. It's your speed, your timing. You also have to be like really trustworthy because like if you're running down the field and your friend has the ball, you want to be there. Like you want that to be worth it so that you can get back and you guys can like have that. So
have that moment and don't feel like all that that hard work and defense was for naught.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of goes back into the basketball realm and playing good defense and nobody gonna get the rebound.
Yeah.
So it just plays purpose. I wanted to know, how do you feel about the effect, good or bad, social media have on high school athletes?
I definitely think that it can go either way. It also depends on the person.
Exactly. I'm glad you said that.
But it can definitely be good in like the right context. Yeah,
so we just try to keep it like that. Yeah, I'm impressed that you said that because like I said, I know that to be true. And obviously, some people can get not even saying some people because a lot of people do get caught up with the negative stuff.
Yeah.
That you can't feed into that. You can't live your life thinking like that. You gotta use that resource exactly for what that is, to be a good resource and a positive whatever negative just almost go about it as if it never exists. I want to, before we move on to because I want to talk about some sports stuff with you kid, I'm going to wrap this up with if I missed it, your father was your favorite soccer player, or who was your favorite soccer player? Professionally or not professionally?
Alex Morgan, probably.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure I got that clear. What do you listen to before the game to get you going? Like to get you in the zone that you got. I'm an athlete. Everybody listens to music. We gotta listen to something to get us going.
Yeah.
Whatever. If it's something calm or if it's something hype, whatever the case may be. What you go to?
Yeah. So our team actually, like when we get on the bus to go to games or we're on like the bus to the game, we like have created playlists for each other and like before the game and stuff. But my personal like song is "Dreams and Nightmare" by Meek Mill.
Oh, okay.
I listen to that every game.
Okay, I like that. Now, see me, I'm dating myself a little bit, but I don't know if you're familiar. Like in the, maybe it was the 2007, 2008, but Jay-Z had a Rock Boys song out. It was just Rock Nation is a Rock Boys is in the house tonight. So us, fellow Spartans back then, we used to say the Spartan Boys is in the house tonight. Yeah. So that was our thing back then. That got us going. But obviously it was popular back then at that time. So we just Spartan Boys in the house tonight. And we basically coming to take over, and sometimes we lost, but whatever. we felt good going out there though.
You're confident.
So that got us to the place that we need to get to. Can I get your one favorite thing so far about high school, and then the one favorite thing so far about being on the soccer team? Those two separate things.
Okay. My favorite thing about high school would probably be like the flexibility, because you can, especially at York Tech, you can do like your shop and then you have your sports and you can have new opportunities that you wouldn't have if you went to any other school.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's definitely nice. And then for soccer, it's definitely like I said, the unity, because you meet all these new people. Like if I went to Central or any other school, I'd be playing with those people for years. So it's kind of nice meeting new people and seeing new talents and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's relationships. I would say that it's a big factor. But like me personally, I just miss not even saying, because basketball, it was different. It wasn't one night. But so I can't really use this in Votech. We didn't even have Friday night lights. We didn't even have lights.
Oh yeah.
But I love a good high school Friday night football. We used to go to York High a lot because that for me being in the city, that's the holiday thing. Because like I said, the Votech didn't even have lights back then.
Yeah, they still don't.
All this money they have and they cannot get lights.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Listen, there's people protesting, and I'm one of them. There's definitely people who.
We gotta have Friday night lights game.
Yeah.
Like, come on, that's a staple in high school football.
They got the new field house though for basketball.
Yeah, I know.
So that's what they.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. So they go. I love that. I love that. So okay, we take care of the basketball. I was impressed when Mr. Cruiser told me that. I said, what is going on here? Because y'all definitely was not trying to do nothing like that. 11 years ago. But I'm impressed about all the upgrades that they're doing across the board. I mean, they're always doing upgrades in the school, but I'm just talking about as far as in that some of that investments into the sports.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we've been wanting.
Yeah, definitely been wanting. Okay, I'm sorry to take it back to the academics, but how do you feel like about your shop, your cosmetology shop? Is that something that you would want to pursue professionally?
Yes, I want to pursue it in a career, and I've been looking into college soccer, playing college soccer, but I don't know, I'm kind of stuck. School's definitely has been a big commitment for me. Like, it definitely has been a toll on me. So
and obviously it's going to ramp up when you get to college.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got time to figure out what you want to do and all that stuff. But obviously, it would be great to see you out there playing, for the women's soccer team and everything like that. Speaking of, how do you feel about their win for winning? What was it, the fourth straight She Believes Cup? They won 2-1 against Brazil yesterday.
It's really cool, actually. Like, I don't watch like a lot of soccer, but like I see it everywhere. Anywhere I look, I go to school and people are like, "Oh my God, Jordan!" and they all are talking about it. I'm like, that is so crazy.
You like, 'cause I wasn't even watching it. That's what.
Yeah, I am so lost. There's so much soccer and there's like so much going on. I'm like lost.
Cause they're playing in the World Cup this summer.
Yeah, me and my friend were just talking about it. Yeah.
They needed, I believe they needed to win that to qualify for that.
Yeah.
That's dope. That the women's soccer, but doing good. The women's soccer usually always do good. So
they got it under their belt for sure.
But there's a season waiting there for you if you win it, I guess. But do you have 5 soccer players that you like? I like to do lists. I like to have guests come on. Tell me your 5 favorite soccer players.
Okay.
It don't have to be in order. It doesn't have to be in order. Just top 5. Your greatest of all times.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Alex Morgan and Carly Lloyd.
Yeah, that's the 2 off the right.
But then there's Messi and Ronaldo, and obviously
I was waiting for these gonna say Messi.
They're the big ones, but they're great. I mean, how could I not?
Yeah.
And then there's Christian Pulisic. I really like him.
Nah, I'm really about to date myself because I thought you was gonna say somebody. I thought you was gonna say David Beckham. I definitely thought you was gonna say him. Oh man, nah, I'm definitely like somebody that don't know nothing because I'm clearly out of the loop. David Beckham's not good to you?
I mean, there's people that are good, but
that's just not your guy. One of your favorites.
I like Christian Pulisic because he's close. He went to Hershey, right?
Yeah,
so,
okay. So
he was real close and he made it. Like that's really cool to see. I like backstories. So.
Okay, that makes sense. Nah, I was just wondering about that. Okay, we talk a lot of sports and all this stuff. You know what goes involved with everything is out sports. I need to know. We need to know. What's more valuable to you? What's more important to you? Good coaching or good talent?
Okay. So I thought about this long and hard, and it definitely would have to be good coaching.
Okay.
Because I definitely think that being on my tech team, it's definitely showed me that that's like a very strong thing. Because our coach, my freshman year, she's a good coach, but she was just not like meant for that team. It just wasn't a good fit. And this year we had a new coach, and it was like we all trusted him, and we all trusted our assistant coach, and it was definitely better because we all kind of understood each other better. So definitely good coaching. They like stretch you out and know your limits. So
and obviously the best coaches obviously they got the system, but they know the system got to cater to the talent.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you said coaching. I always say I always say talent personally, but that's really a two-part question, a two-part answer because realistic, truly it is good talent, but it's critical for any good talent, and in my opinion, especially from my experience, we don't need to get onto that, but I'm saying from my personal experience, but the high school and maybe the college, but I believe really the high school level, the coach is critical for not. I wouldn't even necessarily even say your development, but just your success and succeeding in that, because they can put you in positions to look great or not so great. Whether if you're really that talented or not. You see what I'm saying? So that's where nobody really, when I ask that, nobody really explains it, like, well, it's maybe this for when you're younger or when you get older, it's not really as much needed. But I do believe the high school time, the coaching is critical because they can put you in a position to succeed and look good rather than have you kind of, just blend in with everybody else.
They definitely make sure that you're growing and you're not just sticking to that one spot, but you're also like, you want to be comfortable in the spot that you're in, but keep on learning the other spots, because when you get to college, it's definitely going to be like a new environment. Like, they aren't going to put you where you want to be sometimes, so you got to kind of get used to it, which some of the girls are struggling a little bit like that, because with tech, there's some girls that have never played before.
Yeah.
So it's definitely an adjustment.
Yeah. To the competition, and it's supposed to be iron sharpen iron out there. That's how it's supposed to be out there in the practice and things like that. You want people to be competitive, and people is supposed to, obviously push people to make everybody better. It's the betterment for the team. Everybody's working hard. And trying to be the best they can be. That's going to be good for the team. Or you don't want it to be the opposite effect. People take that and don't want to do something about it to try to improve their status on the team, and kind of like a better words, going hard. Don't try to do nothing to prove just because they're upset. You want them to have the mindset, no, I'm going to do what I need to do to improve, or to work hard, or push them, let them know that, they can't be caught slipping, because, basically if you make a mistake, the coaches know I'm doing just as good, they're going to throw me in there and see what I'm doing. So that's the effect that you wanted to have, because any sport, everybody could tell you, professional, little league, everywhere in between. I coach my son's 8-year-old team. And the little league, middle school, high school, college, professional, everybody on the bench feels that if you put me in, I can do something. They want they want to get in. Yeah, they want to get in play. So you want them to have that, or you don't want the people to just be comfortable like whatever. I don't feel like I contribute. I'm just comfortable being on the bench. You want them to feel like, no, let me get in there and give you my shot and show you what I can do. So I believe that, like you said, from the bumps and bruises that you'll learn, and then kind of like the mindset that's getting instilled into the team now. Y'all going to be having a much more successful season up to come, and looking forward to seeing a game of yours and showing off your skills, and let me see what you do, and be happy for you to come back on here again any other time. But before we close out, I just want to know, do you if we can talk about some other sports, do you like any other thing? Depending on, did you watch the Super Bowl?
I
did.
You
heard of the Super Bowl?
Okay. I'm not all for so I try to watch baseball if I can here and there.
Yeah, okay.
But basketball, I never really got into. That's definitely my sister. My sister does that.
Okay.
But I did watch the Super Bowl.
Okay, so you know about the Super Bowl. Eagles lost to the Chiefs 38. Chiefs won 38-35 over the Chiefs. I'm pretty sure you was just getting caught up with the festivities. Did you pay attention to how these developments took place? The Jalen Hurts, the fumble early in the game, and I don't know if you know. People might, I don't know if people might not think that might have been a big deal, but when that happened, because
it's a big deal.
because a mistake in the first, second quarter is critical, just because it didn't happen in the fourth quarter late. The game was closed the whole time. That's picks, that fumble for 6, for touchdown. That they lost by 3 points. You see how everything worked out.
Yeah, you gotta like keep it. You gotta keep it going the whole game. You can't just have like a good first quarter and then like the rest are just like, oh.
Put together, the whole game. You can't be laxing like your mental lapse. You can't have mental lapse. You got to be paying attention to detail. Every possession matters.
Mm-hmm.
Every possession matters. Just like you cannot take no plays off.
Yeah, it's a team. Like you all do your different jobs, but then they all do something to make the next play happen. So
exactly. You got building the pyramid. Everybody's doing their job for to get to the top. Now, I don't really want to do that because I was going to ask you about do you like got the top like 5 NFL players that you probably don't even know like you probably don't even know.
I know 5.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you feel about Rihanna?
Well,
Did you like her?
I like Rihanna personally. Do you actually? No, I'm saying I actually like. I mean, I had no reason to be saying it on my show before but I personally liked her. Like, if I would say, if we're talking music real quick, my favorite R&B singer guy would be Chris Brown. Girl, it would be Rihanna.
Yeah.
If we're talking like rapper guy, it would be Fabulous. If we're talking rapper girl, it would be Nicki Minaj. So any Super Bowl or All-Star game or any concert involved with them, I'm gonna be full of attention.
Yeah.
And there's other names out there, Jay-Z for like, there's other names that's greater or whatever the case may be, but those are not my favorite. Those 4, that's my 4. So Rihanna is your favorite or no?
I haven't listened to Rihanna in such a long time, and then she like has her.
She didn't drop no music in 7 years.
I saw her. I figured out that she was going to the Super Bowl and doing this, and I was like, okay, wait, what?
But she got hits though. She definitely got hits.
Yeah, and then she came on, and I was like, oh, holy crap! Like that was great.
Technically been, I guess, in the industry for 18 years, but she didn't do music for 7 years.
Yeah, she like stopped and kind of went cold, and.
I mean, because she's a billionaire. I mean,
why would you keep on going?
You wanted to, subject yourself to people to tell you, like, critics, like, oh, it's not good, and this is not, you're doing something.
Yeah.
And you laughing at this money, basically, that you were getting off of that.
Yeah.
But I actually enjoyed it. What did you do for the Super Bowl? If we can ask, was you just spending time with family? Did you go to a Super Bowl party?
So this year we kind of laid low.
Oh,
we had a little pizza and stuff like that at our house.
The typical thing,
yeah.
That's what we did. We just, the thing.
We were rooting for the Eagles, so we were hyped in the beginning, and then it kind of got to the end, and we were like, oh my god.
Wow, full disclosure, I'm still the nation through and through. I'm still put in Pennsylvania, so but I'm still the nation over here through and through. What was your favorite commercial, Ax? Did you pay attention to anything? I love the Diddy Uber one, the melody. He had the different artists coming through the melodies for the Uber one.
Yeah, they had a bunch of cool ones.
Yeah, they had a bunch of cool ones. I know this. Serena Williams, she did one that I thought was pretty good, but that Diddy one was not as better than the Diddy.
I can't really think of like a favorite. I mean, I did watch that,
but nothing really stood out. I know. I thought it was kind of okay this year, but because I thought everything was kind of okay, but the Diddy one, I believe that stood out the most.
Yeah, and then the Tubi one, or like the TV one, that messed me up so much.
That was not enjoyment. Yo, people was really looking for the controllers. It was crazy. People went on social media after that and made a big deal. Cause I thought maybe like I'm like, well, the controllers don't even know. Hear me. I said, what is going on? And then I said, the guys right here. Until the commercial was over, we got, it was a joke. I said, this is something. People was pissed off. I had friends that was at a party. They like, where's the controller? I said, wow, this is crazy. But they got us with that one.
Yeah.
They did get us with that one.
Yeah, my dad was standing there, and he like just was watching the TV, and I was just looking over, and I'm like, wait, can you just turn that? And then like it went back, and I'm like, wait, this is so weird.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh.
I thought it was like a glitch or something, and then I went on TikTok the next day, and I saw it was a commercial. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
But that'd be the perfect time to do that for a major sporting event such as that.
Oh, they definitely.
Yeah, they got it. But I didn't like that. I didn't like that though. I didn't like that. Okay. I have closing remarks. Do you have anybody that you want to shout out or mention, or anything you want to say before we close up?
Just really excited for our next season to come. Definitely gonna do some summer workouts with each other at the park or at Tech or whatever.
Yeah, that's gonna go a long way. Wherever it works, but I promise you that stuff like that, and the more y'all can do of that, it's gonna go a long way.
Yeah, and I got some college showcases coming up for clubs, so I'm definitely gonna be some busy.
Busy. So ain't no breaking your schedule. I want to thank you for doing this again. Best of luck with everything in the future. How do you feel about the show? How do you feel about this?
I like it. I like the questions.
Thank you.
Makes me think.
And it's casual conversation. It doesn't feel like an interview per se.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I've been in the locker room, so I know the conversations we want to have and don't want to have. So
yeah,
I respect it. But thank you again. I appreciate this. Don't want to hold you up. That's all I have for you. I know I still got to finish the rest of my TV show, but I'll get all this stuff out for you. I'll send it over to your coach. And like I said, thanks again. Tell people about the show. Before I get out here, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors. You need fresh gear, go to Cash Baby Clothing Brand, and you need event planning, go to Wild Production Events. Thank you for doing this. Everybody, Jordan Patton, appreciate you doing this.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for this. I'm still on there.
You're fine. Take care, sir.
I'm gonna message you when I'm done. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one.
You as well.
That was awesome. I'm glad she came in here and did this. And coming here and doing live TV studio with me for my first sports show. Doing all this stuff on the fly, switching seats and everything like that. But yeah, that was big. That was awesome. I'm thankful for she came here to do this. But definitely, please support Spartans, Tech. Go out there with the sports, soccer, basketball, baseball, track and field, football, you name it. And Tech, get some Friday night lights out there. We need to stop playing around. We appreciate the new field house. We appreciate the new investments that we doing in the sports. And I love basketball. Y'all know me. This is Jabbar Harris. Jabbar Kobe Harris back then. Y'all know I love basketball. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all know that. But with that being said, high school football is about Friday night lights at the high school. You go to the high school for Friday night lights. That's what it's about. So please do that. But seriously, thank Jordan Patton again for coming here and being on the show. Now I got about 25 minutes with my audience. I got some things I need to address. I had a great interview right now, so I don't want to, switch it up on too much on a bad note. But I do a sports show. I will be remiss if I'm doing all this sports talk and stuff and talking about a lot of stuff off the court, off the field, things of that nature. And I don't talk about the Alabama basketball star, Brandon Miller, number 24 for Alabama, who, allegedly provided the gun that killed the young lady, Miss Harris, 23-year-old lady, about over 6 weeks ago. There was two other guys, there was one other guy, and then there was a former basketball player, him, and the star basketball player, Brandon Miller, they're friends, and he asked him for the gun. Darius Miles asked Brandon Miller for a gun. Brandon Miller claimed he doesn't know the gun is in the backseat of his car as he's picking him up. He was on his way to pick him up, and he was saying, for whatever reason, he needed to bring him the gun, but he said he didn't know. Brandon Miller's claiming he doesn't know the gun was in the backseat under some clothes. That's what the lawyer's saying. So that's what's going on with that. A young lady's life has been lost. Jamie Harris, a child, a young boy, a young son got to grow up without his mother. No telling what the father situation, but it's tough growing up without your mom or dad. This is tough, man. But this is the first sports show. I got to do it. I got to address it. No, I don't like talking about this. This is ugly, man. This is tough. This is bad. Alabama let him play because Alabama knows they got something good on their hands with this young man. Now, for full disclosure, I got to address this whole Alabama and the basketball program because I got a lot going on in my schedule. I do. I'm doing my first sports show. Got my job, got my work, got my got kids, got the family. So I got things that I need to be prioritizing and giving my time to wisely. So, obviously, I'm not going to be paying attention to too much heavy Alabama basketball as much as I do heavy Alabama football. Because I know for a fact all my life of growing up, for 30 plus, for 30 years, it was 30, but all my life for 30 years growing up, that Alabama ain't been number one in the nation in basketball. When? That's unheard of. I had to double check to make sure this is accurate because I'm like, I knew Alabama was big number one in the season and beginning of the season, and I'm like, oh, they still being number one after weeks, and they still being top seed after weeks, and they hanging around. I'm not paying attention to them. I'm still checking out my guy, Kentucky John Calipari. So I'm doing that thing. They don't get no really news to me worthy until this come out because I knew they've been number one, top seed in the league all season long. But I'm just taking it back like this can't be real. I don't know what's going on. I see them in the tournament. I pay attention to everything in the tournament time because whatever goes on to the regular season, I got my NBA going on, got my NFL going on. My NFL, we're doing a playoff run. They consuming everything with the playoff run. NBA is consuming everything up with the trade deadline week, Super Bowl 1 week, NBA All-Star game the next week. A lot's going on. We didn't even get to mention the NHL All-Star game during the course of all this. That got all mixed up in the Super Bowl media week, which was ridiculous. But I'm just saying, the NFL started taking over, NBA started taking over, things like that happen. But this Alabama situation is critical in basketball program. With no Roll Tide, Coach Saban and them always got top 14 top team to be in the college football playoffs, things of that nature. But the basketball team, no sir. They don't do nothing to be no top number one seed in the nation. And this kid, all due respect to him, Brandon Miller, all due respect to him. No, I did not know him prior to none of this. I didn't. They say he's projected to be the number one draft pick. Prior to all this, we all know that. And we understand why, because if the reports coming out from people saying that if this was not even a regular student, if he wasn't such critical to their program success, they saying this freshman is the best player in the whole college basketball. Some people saying whether it's gonna be him number one pick, when it's gonna be Wembanyama number one pick, but everybody know anybody in their right mind is gonna be Victor Wembanyama. Everybody know that, so he definitely gotta be number 2 pick. That's what I'm saying. But his stock done dropped. He played yesterday, balled out 41 points. So he knows he's a baller. He knew he had all eyes on him. He know it's they're booing in there, there's tension in there, a lot going on, and just a lot of media attention is going on. He showed up and showed out. crashes him, he balled out. He did his thing on the court as he's supposed to. Because we all do know when Kobe Bryant was going to court, he still coming from the courtroom dropping 40 on these guys, doing it like that. So, you know, you're just being locked in. Congratulations on, you know, on the good game yesterday. But that move that you did, risking your, you know, you wasn't gonna be no dirt runner, you're not getting the, but being a top 2 draft pick, you putting that on the line to give your man's, you know, your gun. Now, we know everybody got the friendships and the relationships. We understand that. It goes a long way. But you gotta have an honest conversation with your friends. You know, prior to stuff going down. While y'all chilling, everything's feeling good and everything's relaxing, everything's cool. Have these serious conversations. You know? Because, for lack of a better word, now obviously he thought, you know, I don't know whatever the case may be, because they both were on the basketball team, so, you know, obviously he may feel like he was supposed to be in the league. But the reason why he's, you know, did that tragedy to the young lady, allegedly because she don't want to talk to you, she not trying to entertain whatever gibberish that you got going on. So you want to take your anger out of her because she not giving you the attention that you feel like you need to deserve. This woman is not, you know, for all we know, is not your, you know, what we know, she not, you know, like your woman, your lady. She don't have to talk to you. So now you want to go do that, and now a young boy, a young son gotta grow up without his mom. Like, come on, man, that's wild. And knowing good well that you have a good old chance to get into the NBA and talk to many girls that you want. You can talk to many girls that you want at the college level. Granted, yeah, you're going to Alabama and you're playing basketball, but I mean, it is Alabama. They is known for the football program. I mean, it is I'm pretty sure it's a popular campus. So you really gonna risk everything like that, and not even just for yourself, your fellow teammate, and then your other homeboy who's not on the team? Like, what is going on? Yo, man, I understand this ain't the right thing to say in some people's eyes, or this may be the perfect thing to say in some people's eyes, but however you want to take it, what I do know is most people is doing this stuff because they feeling like they gonna get away with it because of whatever status that they have. But that's foolish thinking. Why would you think because you feeling good or you such a man in Alabama basketball program or whatever y'all feeling that you know y'all doing this in a strip where there's several cameras, so they got plenty footage of the whole situation. Then obviously y'all, you know, figuring out what stories is true or not. Trying to figure, you know, that's what we're trying to do, trying to figure out what stories are true or not, because now we're hearing, you know, obviously the defense side and the plaintiff side, you know, prosecution side, you know, so it's a sad situation. Boy done balled out yesterday. And young lady lost her life tragically to this foolishness. And, you know, a young son growing up without his mom behind this mess. Like, this world is getting, you know, we had the Michigan State shootings, had the 43-year-old man, you know, hurt people just wanted to take his misery out on students, had plans going to another school. I'm like, y'all gotta give me a break with this stuff, like, really? Man, it's sad. It's a tragedy, it's a shame. I'm devastated, heartbroken, but I'm like, something's gotta be done. Like, I am personally tired of the, you know, just the, you know, hoping things be better. Nah, we, need to pray things be better, and we need to put some work in to be helping things go better. All the fine minutia that's above my pay rate, that's none of that. We can look at what works for other people, and what don't work for other people, and learn how to let what is effective apply, and what is not effective, let it fly. Like as simple as that. Because I just know there's better ways if we can get out of a mindset where it needs to be structured this way or that way. Why can't it be a little bit of this? Why can't it be a little bit of that? And mix it up to the way that it needs to be. Instead of being this side, this side, and it's got to be. No, we're going to take some things from all parties to make this nation the way that it needs to be. What? Basically for liberty, for justice, for all. And can we have our safety? I want to be rich in health. That requires my safety to be at an all-time high. Because if not, then my health would be being affected. So I value that, and I want to be rich in health. So I'm just trying to do it like that. It's a sports show. I had to address it. It had nothing to do with sports really, because this is everyday life. It's not. I'm not trying to say this is everyday life, man. Because whatever, rapper, politician, you got, guys go, people going to the politician's house and assaulting politicians and stuff like that, politicians' husbands, and you got so many things going on across the board. People are doing stuff just because, to people in stores, down the street, whatever, people are doing things just because, hurt people, and just put and project their, their hurt and pain on others. We gotta be better, man. We gotta be better as a nation, as a society, and we need to truly help, help people be better and do what we need to do to make that happen. See what works, see what don't work, but don't try to be confined in one thing or one side, or this. It gotta be this or that. Nah, if this work, we're gonna do as much as we can do with that from this party, and then we're gonna whatever works from ideas that they got from what they saying on this party. We're gonna do all of this because the nation needs it. We need to come together and we need to be better, and we need to really sit and game plan how we can do this, because it could be done. All it has to be people agreeing to. We can't get away from this table, this meeting, until we resolve this. However long, how many hours it takes, we're going to get to the bottom of this. All the resources, all the, the top notch, everything that we got, we're going to exhaust our resources to figure out a great method, a way of living for us as a whole. And to help, just to help guide everybody to be living accordingly, because we got to be better, man. Now, NBA is back after the long vacation, after the long break. I'm just, as far as that, can't wait to have another guest come on. We're going to address that. Stay tuned. I'm going to be on some people's podcast coming up next month. I got some stuff coming up because Fresh Sports Show, live event, April 15th. Bonnie Grimes Gym, 5 p.m. Saturday after Easter. Me, panel guests, and performances. They'll break up the talking. Come check us out. I'm gonna have the Fresh Sports Show t-shirt merch out there, doing all that. Cause you need fresh gear, fresh coat, I'm gonna go to Cash Baby Clothing Brand. That's what I do. Intro music, Jody Blow music on the ones and twos. You already know that's what we're doing. That's what we coming into on the song. It's gonna be beautiful. Please, get your tickets. Please pull up. Please come to the event. But back to the NBA, because it's critical that I get to this NBA thing. NBA is back tonight if I'm not mistaken, yo, this got me real wild because I don't even know how to address this too much. Russell Westbrook is no longer a Los Angeles Laker. We know he got traded to the Jazz. The Jazz bought him out. He don't want to go. He don't want to go nowhere. He wants to stay home in LA. We know this. I know this. He wants to stay in LA. He's a Clipper. I don't want the Clippers to win at all. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm Kobe Bryant, through and through. But I do remember when Kobe Bryant, they made him to go to the trade to the Clippers or the Bulls. I do remember that. Now that was obviously he ain't want to leave to be, leave a Laker, whatever. He ain't want to leave to be a Laker. He ain't want to do none of that. He wanted to stay a Laker. We understand it. But everybody understood one thing for sure, 2 days for certain, without no hesitation. Immediately, wherever Kobe Bryant goes, I'm there. Because I'm Kobe Bryant first and foremost. The Lakers come second. We all know that. There's Kobe fans and there's Lakers fans. If you don't know that there's a difference, you better wake up and ask somebody because that's a fact for sure. Lakers stands, Lakers fans and the Kobe stands. We not having it. Clearly, us Kobe fans or Lakers fans are by default. Because if it stayed in Charlotte, we were still gonna be cheering them on the way that we was cheering them on. You better believe you can book that. I ain't gonna lie. Playing Phil Jackson, that definitely did help Kobe Bryant out a lot. That definitely helped him out a lot, but everybody knows Kobe Bryant was gonna be Kobe, regardless. He may not have had 5 championships. It may would have looked more Russell Westbrookian like without the rings right about now. Or maybe you only got 1. But Kobe Bryant's mindset was too great to allow you to walk away from the game without having a couple of them things. Seriously, too much work that he put in on the court would not allow for him to not have no greatness in him. Well, I'm not talking about you just being great. I'm talking about achieving great things. The offense, the defense. Enough said. Seriously, y'all want to talk about Kobe Bryant so much on the offensive side. We know how great he was. Look at Kobe Bryant on the defense. And all y'all y'all analysts folks, and want to look at the numbers and punch the numbers. Y'all know Kobe Bryant 9 times first defensive teams, 12 times all defensive teams. Period. Kobe Bryant's not playing around. He's getting after it. I don't want my guy to score. That's the mindset. But Russell Westbrook on the Clippers, he wins. I'm happy. Genuinely, for my man Russ, because he needs to leave with a ring. By hook, by crook, however you get it done, we're a team at this point. Now, in my heart, as a purist, I prefer him to come back home. He's at home, but come back where he really wanted to be, where we all know he belongs, and be a Laker on the way out, swan song, however, year or 2, whatever. I really, hope Russell Westbrook can come back and finish his career before he retires and not play another, down in the NBA again. Play another dribble in the NBA again. And before that happens, I need Russell Westbrook to retire a Laker. And give me 1 more season as a Laker. Come on. And y'all Lakers fans that's trying to diss my man Russell Westbrook, I'm not having it. Now I know y'all not on the Fresh Bar Sports Show, but we already know we're not doing no Kobe Bryant slander on the Fresh Bar Sports Show. We ain't doing no Russell Westbrook slander on the Fresh Bar Sports Show. It ain't happening. Cause you got 2 guys that's give you max effort out there, and you want to talk about what they not doing, and then we can have those same conversations that you saying that Kobe or Russell Westbrook is not doing. Then I'm gonna say what your superstar is not doing, cause he ain't giving it the effort like them guys is doing. And that's a fact. The effort's gonna get you a long way. It's a mindset. It's a whole mindset of having a high level of I want it more than you. As simple as that. I want it more than you. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go fight for that loose ball. I'm gonna go fight for that rebound. I'm going to box out. I don't want you to get the rebound. I'm going to go get the rebound. Matter of fact, I don't want you to go score. I got my hands out. I'm on my toes. I'm getting low. I'm playing defense. I'm moving side to side. Wherever you at, I'm in your jersey. It's that type of mindset. No, I'm not fouling you. I'm just wherever you moving at. You passing the ball. You taking a tough fadeaway shot because that's the only shot I'm giving up. So it's a mindset. Russell Westbrook deserves an NBA championship ring before you get out of here. Ain't no question about that. And I need my Russell Westbrook. I need him to get to the championship ring. Please. That's what we need, genuinely. And I'm gonna be upset the Lakers don't win. Of course, I'm a Laker through and through. If Russ is not on the Clippers, no. If Russ, not going wood, but if Russ gets hurt and he's not playing, no, I don't want them to win. It's not going down like that. Russ needs to be on the court contributing. Then I'll be happy if the Clippers win with my man Russell Westbrook on the team. But y'all know I'm going to have my Russell Westbrook Lakers jersey on. Just like I got my Russell Westbrook All-Star jersey on. Multiple of them things. So we all know I'm still going to ride for my man Russell Westbrook. Ain't no get no clip. I did not get no OKC jersey. I did not get no Rockets jersey. I did not get no Wizards jersey. I knew I never needed to get none of them because he's an All-Star and I was always going to get the All-Star jerseys. I knew it was meant to be for him to get the Lakers jersey. And immediately once we found out, you know how long it took us to get those Russell Westbrook jerseys? Because they didn't even pump them all out to get to the East Coast, coming from the West Coast, from the Lakers shop. From the Lakers shop in the Staples Center, back then it was the Staples Center, the Lakers shop. Ordered them out from the Lakers shop. Took a while to get over here for the West Coast, because they ain't even, they trying to get all the pre-orders ready to go. I know I need a medium Russell Westbrook jersey immediately. First one. I know before y'all say y'all sold out or anything like that, I need that. But I support my man Russell Westbrook. I'm happy for him. He's happy. He wants to be where he wants. He wants that. Regardless of what he's at, but clearly he wanted to stay home. I got my mansion here. I got my home here. I'm going to be home in LA. It's where I'm from. I got my car dealerships going on. I'm giving back to the community. I got my salad stores. My wife got her things going on. We all involved. We giving back to the community. We doing all that type of stuff. And some Lakers fans is letting him have it out there as if he's not contributing to the community off the court. Y'all know he's real. He's a real, genuine guy for doing that. That alone, I know LA is the glitz, is the glamour. We need the championship rings. I understand that. But don't act like we don't appreciate the hard work. Don't act like we don't appreciate the high level of wanting more and bringing it every night. Congratulations, Russell Westbrook. Can't wait till you see you play my Lakers April 5th, because I know you taking that thing real personal, like MJ would say, and you took it personally, Russ, and you're going to snap on them. You might go for a quadruple-double on them, because how you going to be feeling. You're not playing around. And I know it's going to be real personal, because I knew him and LeBron James would be friends. But don't let me see. Russell Westbrook going to keep anybody now. He'll keep somebody big now. I see Russell Westbrook keeping LeBron James a lot with the aggression that I'm accustomed to seeing how he do when it get personal. I know how Russ do when he get personal, how he playing defense. I know this is something. Obviously we're not gonna foolish. We know LeBron contributed to that. He contributed to him to come in, he contributed to everything because it's not going without what LeBron's proven. We understand that. But he needs to score when we need it the most. LeBron, you need to score when we need it the most for the Lakers. AD, I'm going to need you to stay healthy for the rest of the season. LeBron James talk about these 23 games is the last, the most important critical games of his career. These are the next 23 games. Are you going to play these next 23 games? And he didn't even give it the definitive answer about that. He was saying, he basically, Lord will not play the rest of these games, basically how he was coming across. I mean, LeBron, give me a break. That's not the Kobe Bryant mentality. You need to show up every night. You need to give us Lakers fans what we want. We need to get out of the bottom feeders to be in the playoffs so we can win the championship ring. Lakers fans, it starts tonight. We got to get the W against the Warriors. We got to take care of business. Lakers Nation, we back at it. after the All-Star break, this is the championship ring. I appreciate my guest Jordan Patton for coming and joining me today live in studio. We're gonna let this cook, let it marinate, let it bubble up. I appreciate the support, everybody coming on. Continue to follow my shows and support First Bar Sports Show _ Instagram. See you on the screen. First Bar Sports Show YouTube channel. I'm on Apple Podcasts. I'm on Spotify Podcasts. Channel 16 Local Community Access Channel Thursday 6 p.m. 7 p.m. First Bar Sports Show.